So my approach to certainly taking photos and videos now has really changed since my episodes with my ex have escalated. That heartbreak has really escalated last week because it threw me into that sorrow and loneliness and emptiness and separation anxiety, which some of us can still remember from first day at school kind of thing, where our mothers left us and it would feel like some part of ourselves was being removed from our bodies. And so that latest episode with my ex-girlfriend was really setting me very definitely seated in that child ego. And for a little while, because I didn't sit with it and stay indoors and kind of let it turn completely inwardly, I kept going for my walks and seeing the world and nature and things around me through the eyes of a child. And with the help of the weather, which was reflecting my mood, which was rainy and grey, which was really helpful. Convergence there, beautiful convergence of nature with the inner world. And I started seeing all the precious things that I saw when I was a child that I later learned other people didn't see, that other people just sort of trampled over and were oblivious to. So I started to see things from that world, and I thought how sad it was that I couldn't share what I saw with other people because other people just couldn't or did not want to see through those eyes of openness to the creation, the created world. And then I thought, well, why don't I just photograph what I see? And since then I've been taking photographs, not so much as an adult, and I realized how much up till now I've been taking photos very clinically and like I used to talk about years ago, like a predator, like a hunter looking for prey, very calculatedly. And I'm not doing that now. I'm seeing things through the eyes of an innocent rather than an opportunist, a exploiter, I guess you could say, someone who's capitalizing on things rather than allowing just the pleasure of their existence to be all that's needed. Now, since I've done that, it's been just so nice. It's like a big prison cell. The walls have just melted away, and I feel like, yes, I can share through the wonders of technology that we have now those precious things, and rather than get all sort of locked up and tight and anxious and at times sort of euphoric and high because I've captured the prey, I'm not getting into those levels of frenzied excitement which were not comfortable at all. And now I'm just feeling more relaxed and on a ride. I'm back on that ride where I'm not the one running it. There's a force of nature that is running my life and generating the outer world in a shape and form that reflects that inner world, wherever that life stream is taking me on an inner journey, it's also being reflected or organized or generated in the same form in the outer world. And this is what we've termed in the past convergence. So things in the outer world converge around the shape and form of the inner world. They conform to the inner world. They converge and conform to the inner world, so that when we look for those convergences around us, all we're seeing is this life journey unfolding all around us. But if we lose that contact with that inner child state that carries us on that life journey, we don't see through the eyes of a child anymore, and the outer world seems confusing, and the adult cannot see what's really going on. It can only interpret what's going on through the consciousness of an adult, a modern world conditioned adult, which makes it very hard to connect the outer world. It doesn't look for those connections between the outer world and the inner world, and it denies those connections, and it calls convergences, oh, just coincidence, and oh, shit happens, or you just got lucky. Everything to the modern thinking adult is random and haphazard in the outer world, unless you apply a degree of force and control to it. That is the modern adult way of thinking.